Hi, I'm back. I'm not any better, but I'm just going to carry on because otherwise I'll just never get these things done. It doesn't look like I'm ever going to get much better. I'm starting on day 19 of Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot video challenge, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, and you might notice I'm in a different room because there's absolutely no light at all on that side of the house today. This is the best I can do. Sorry, it's not much of a background, but then it's not much of a view generally. So there you go. Right. Do you read for yourself and or others? Why or why not? I read mainly for myself, but I don't mind reading for other people, although it does make me kind of anxious. Not so much from the reading perspective as from the sort of interaction perspective. Yeah, introvert, like I said before. So I have to be in a good place to want to do it. But when my cat's just bumped me. I am with Cat today. She tends to live up in this room, so she's now trying to get my attention. Bless her. She may pop up. Anyway, where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? Yes, reading others. Yeah, the reading itself, I'm not too worried about. I've kind of gotten myself to a place now where I can step back for the most part and just let the reading unfold. I figure, the cards are what they are, and I'm just interpreting them to the best of my ability, which obviously isn't going to be really great. I have no command of language, and you get what you get. So yeah, I read for myself. I read for others. I'd like to read for others more. I'm trying to get myself to a place where I'm comfortable with that. Right now I'm self-flagging that I can hardly read for myself. I really have to make myself read for myself at the moment, so it's just not a good place right now. But this can't last forever, can it? Question number 20. How do you feel when you do readings? Wow. If I'm reading for myself, so like no pressure, it is just, I love it. It connects me to the universe. I feel that connection. I feel that closeness to my cards and whatever it is I'm working with through the cards. It's joyous. It's fulfilling. It's fascinating. I really, really enjoy reading. I really feel like I'm part of something spectacular, and I just enjoy it so much. When I'm reading for others, again, if I'm in the zone, then it's great. It just all flows. I feel calm. It's a different sort of feeling. I feel calm and centered and open, expansive. Again, it's this connection to something greater, but less of the sort of the personal, oh, I'm having a wonderful time aspect to it. This is more, I'm being professional now. But no, I love it. It's a magical feeling, and I wouldn't want to be without it, which only goes to show how poorly I must be feeling if I can't even bring myself to do it at the moment. I do sometimes. In fact, I dug out some cards that I'm particularly fond of, and I made myself draw some cards last night, and I got a little heads up. I asked my mom. I said, Mom, please, I'm not feeling well. Come and see me. And she did, and she gave me some advice, and I thank her for that. Yeah, okay. If you're not into that sort of thing, you're probably switching off, but bye. It's nice seeing you. Number 21. Do you charge money or other ways of compensation for your reading services? I don't, because I don't read enough for that. I did charge once. I was because I've been kind of staying off Facebook for a while because I need time to do other things. But I am in a group on Facebook that focuses on playing card reading. And somebody in the group asked me once if I could do a reading for them. And I kind of, yeah, okay, let's do this. And that was fine, and I read for them, and they were happy, and they went away. And then a few months later, they came back, and they said, could I do another reading for them? I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do another one. Yeah, all right. So I did another one. That was fine. They were happy. They went away. And then a few months later, they came back. Now, I've explained before that, I do find it wearing. I do find it very tiring. It does make me nervous. And I thought, I'm going to have to nip this in the bud. So I wrote back to him and said, I'm happy to read for you, but I'll tell you what, as compensation for wear and tear on my nerves, I'd like you to make a small contribution towards this reading. And I charged them the grand total of £2.50, which in, sort of dollars would be, I don't know, $3.50, $3.75, something like that. And they were agreeable. They said, yeah, that's fine. And they did it, and they paid straight away. And of course, this was through PayPal, so PayPal took its chunk, and I ended up with the grand total of £2.20, which I sort of cashed up out of my own wallet, and I put it in a little coin purse that belonged to my mother. And I've put that coin purse on my altar, and it's sort of sitting there as seed money, as kind of, well, this is my first paid for reading, and hopefully I'll get some more at some point, and then I can, it can all be added to the kitty. So, but that's the only reading I've ever charged for. And curiously, since I charged them for that one, they haven't been back asking for another reading. So, yeah, okay, I guess it served its purpose. I'm being left alone now. So, that's that. Number 22. What question do you most often ask the deck, or ask on behalf of another? For me, it could be anything. I mean, a lot of the time when I'm reading, it's just, heads up. What do I need to know? Yeah. Or if I do have a specific question, it's like really specific, stupid, mundane stuff like, that package that I've been waiting on for a week, is it going to show up today? Is it going to show up this week? That kind of stuff. But for other people, the themes seem to be jobs. Mainly, they're looking for a job, and are they going to get one in the near future? It's funny, I don't often get specific, I'm up for a job, am I going to get it? But it's more general, am I going to change jobs anytime soon? Am I going to get a job anytime soon? That, and then relationships, and again, they're very general. They're, how's my love life going? Have I got a love life? Am I going to have a love life in the next 6 months? That kind of thing. That seems to be the majority of them. And believe me, I haven't got that many to go on, so there you go. Right, number 23. How accurate do you believe your readings are? Or do they accurately convey messages from Spirit's deity? Now, I think that's the important bit there. And I made a note of it. Somebody recently came along and said, the cards are never wrong. How we interpret them can go awry, but the cards themselves are always right. And that's basically the assumption I work on. If you ask me a question, and I concentrate, and I shuffle, and I pull some cards for you, they will be the cards you are meant to get. Whether I can interpret them correctly, whether I do interpret them correctly, is another thing entirely. And this is where I have to be as much out of the frame as I can. This is where I do rely on spirits and guides to come in and assist me and make sure that I'm seeing what I need to see and not what I'm expecting to see or wanting to see, and not freezing up. So that's another thing. I really have to kind of ground myself and breathe and trust, and then try and step back and just go with the flow. So yeah, how accurate are my readings? Meh. I mean, I'm not always right about these ones, where is the package going to be delivered this week? I get those wrong. But that's kind of the yes or no thing, and maybe I just haven't worked out my code yet. We'll see. So that's it. I'm cracking on because I don't want to waffle too much, and I don't want this to take too long because nobody's going to want to watch it. I don't know who's going to want to watch it anyway, but if you are, I love you. Number 24. What was the most dramatic stroke meaningful reading you ever did? Not necessarily the most accurate. No real names, blah, 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 blah. Right, anyway. I haven't had a dramatic reading. Nothing that was like, oh my God, I can see it all now. I have your future mapped out for the next 2 years. But meaningful to me are those readings where it is just blindingly obvious that something somewhere is going on with these cards, because you get just the right card or just the right combination of cards. You can't miss the point. It's that feeling of there is definitely something going on here, because there's no way these cards are entirely random. They're just speaking too eloquently to the question or the situation or the feelings, or and that is just the most amazing feeling when that happens. Again, it's that feeling of connection, and I love it. So that's why we're in this. That's why I'm in it. So there we go. And I'm going to do one more, because I think this question falls into sort of this category of questions, and then the next one's kind of veer off a little bit. And also because this is going to be a really easy one. Have you ever regretted a particular reading, either for yourself or another? Nope. No, I've never had, sort of a really horrible, nasty, oh, I really don't want to tell this person this sort of thing. I've never had anything sort of dramatic and earth-shattering and upsetting. No. I've never regretted a reading, so maybe I'm just lucky. But there you go. Right, that's it. How are we doing? 11 minutes. That's quite long enough. I'm going to go. Maybe next time I'll be over this. Maybe not. But anyway, I'm hanging in there. So hope you're hanging in there too. Love you all, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.